We worked all year for a special day here with our pencils and our minds. A classroom full of learning beside our friends so kind. But now it's time for us to leave, to spread our wings, to be set free. More math, more books, more friends for me.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the singing of the national anthem.
When you think we're ready, Tommy.
Ready to begin.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
God bless America. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight
ABC song.
Now, in this bag are some symbols of things that we want you to remember. Some things, some feelings, some ideas, some thoughts. Now, you remember what a symbol is. The American flag is a symbol. The bald eagle is a symbol. The cross is a symbol. These are symbols. Okay, I'm going to talk about them just a little bit. You all have a new book in your bag. They're all different, I think, but you all have a new book. Books take us to place to play games, and sometimes those games are games of chance. You know, in this life we have to take chances. We have to try, even though we're not sure how we're going to end up. But you need to take chances, and don't be afraid to take those chances, because something wonderful is waiting for you on the other end. Just take those chances, and you will be surprised at how much you will learn and how much you can do by just taking one little chance, one at a time. A heart. This is a symbol of love. You know that. It's a symbol. Now, it's in a little plastic bag. It's a cross. It's a little gold cross. Can you see it? This will remind you of God. The being who loves you more than anything. He's always there to love you, to guide you, to forgive you, to make you better. He's always there. He's your loving Father. You're never alone. He will be with you forever.
I love you.
That's Alice's bag.
Newsroom. Evan Arnold. Allison Frisch. Charlie Bunker. Tommy Corso. Good job, Tommy. Crab shaped cheese. Zachary Del Pizzo. Anderson Feinberg. Caroline Hankey. Where's my Hankey hug? Give me my
Elise Harris. Alex Huteron.
You're gonna get a hug anyway.
Are you bored? Christopher Keller. You fallen for me? Catherine Keller. Anna Lim. Annabelle Majeska. Maya Olson. Can you see? Elizabeth Romana. And Tommy Robinson.
Where to start? At the beginning of a school year, you always wonder, can you possibly love the new group as much as you did the old group? And God has taught me, after many years of teaching, that yes, just like you love each of your children immensely, I love each of my classes immensely. And we are a family. And I have put together a special scrapbook for their kindergarten memories. I am not the best photographer, but I tried to capture as many wonderful moments that you guys could not experience in our classrooms, but they sure did. And as I was assembling them, I realized we had a ton of fun. We had fun. So, that being said, Evan. I have waited a very long time to be your teacher. I remember when you were in Mrs. Green or Mrs. Clayman's class, and I asked you, where's Daddy? You go, I can't stand. Can you say it now?
I can't stand.
I can't stand. And you charmed me then, and you have charmed me ever since. And you and your whole family are forever in my heart, and I love you. This is for you. Allie, or what I like to call her Allie Cat. You are, look at this beautiful package. But in this package is a Spitfire. She rocks everything she does. And I have been so proud of you because you have worked so hard. Are you proud of you? Yeah, you should be. You can do a lot of things you didn't do from day one up. But you know what I'm going to miss? Watching you beat all the boys on the playground. Loves it. In relay races. In relay races, not Phil. And we can't just say Charlie. We we've decided it's Charlie Bunker. We always say Charlie Bunker. Come on, Charlie, because I think of Charlie Bucket from Willy Wonka. For someone who just joined our school, you and your whole family have become a part of our family. And I remember your mommy coming in after school started saying, I need to find him a new place. I want to find him a new place. One place that loves him. One place that will not just think he's a number. And you found your home. Yes, you did. And you fit in like a piece of cake and a piece of a pie. You were just perfectly fit. We're so happy you joined us. And for bringing Alice. Tommy Corso. Only half of my T-squared. I will never forget when you first started kindergarten, you knew so much about the military and the army and all these things that you taught me so much. And I realized that if there's anybody who loves America, it's you. You will always take care of it. You will always be very proud of being American. But I am very proud of you that you built kindergarten this year. You've worked hard. And you have one of the best letter writing penmanship I've ever heard of, okay? So get them and put them. Zachary. The longest eyelashes in the world. I just pet them. I can literally pet them. Can I tell you something? Sometimes I thought, I didn't know if you liked me. Because you were always like, now I know. But for a minute there, you would like give me that look like I'm still trying to size you up. But then I kept petting your eyelashes. And I can do them right now. And you let me. And I can't wait. Because when he would see Tessa on the playground, it would be like two star-crossed lovers running to each other. It was awesome. I'm so proud of you, and I know I'll see you next year because you'll have to come when Tessa comes. Anderson. What am I going to do when you're not around to keep me in line? What am I going to do when the person who tells me what happens next and the order is not around? Can I call you up? You told Anderson one thing once, and he would tell you verbatim exactly what we had to do. If I was ever confused, this was my go-to guy. And I will miss you. Now, a little bird told me you're afraid you're never going to see me again. Do you know where I'm at? Am I always a little comforter? Pretty much. You can come anytime, right? And I waited a long time to be your teacher too, since I had Benjamin in my class. So I saw you pushed in a stroller. I think of it. So I'm very proud of you and I love you. There you go. Come lay one on me, Caroline. I need a hanky hug. Come on. Now, do you remember I told you I was going to write you a book?
Yeah.
And what was the book going to be called?
Caroline the Brave.
Caroline the Brave. And guess what? Here's your book.
Huh?
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna keep it.
No, I want you to remember no matter where you go, be brave. In this book is a little girl who rushed up to sit on Zero the Hero's lap and told them it'd be my pleasure. In this book is a picture of a little girl playing on the playground. At the beginning of school, she would tell me at least 3 times in about 5 minutes, I'm a little nervous, I'm a little nervous. And then we said, okay, you get 2, I'm a little nervous the whole time. And then she started going, I think I got this. I think I can do this. And this book is full of you doing everything. You are Caroline the Brave. Just don't forget it, okay?
I'll go put it
Yeah, you go put it. Elise. One of my curly tops. Tell everyone, what are you going to be when you grow up?
A movie actress.
And where are you going to live?
Well, I decided somewhere.
Is it still Hollywood? It's not Hollywood anymore?
Oregon.
You're good. Oh, because Annabelle's moving to Oregon.
And I kind of think I'm gonna miss her.
I know you're going to miss her. We're all going to miss her. You can be a famous movie actress anywhere. But I want you to promise me this book is full of all your theatrical moments. It's wonderfully placed there. So when you're famous, will you come back and say hi? And say, I did it, I made it. And I'll say, that was my girl. And I'm very proud to keep the Holy Father and thankful. That's for you. Alex. My blue-eyed boy, my other one. But you worked hard this year, didn't you? You worked so hard.
You work so much.
Was it hard or easy? Easy. Who's ready for the big school? You? You just want to swim at the big school. But you can go keep learning more, okay? You promise me, pinky promise, you're going to keep working hard? Okay, come on. Pinky promise, I'm going to work hard. Because this book is full of you working hard. Remember this. Be proud. Okay?
Yes, you can get down now.
Come on, big man. Come on, Christopher. The other day you told me, I just want to be 5 forever. And I said, I feel you, buddy. Sometimes I just want to be 5 again. Because it's awesome to be 5. You have everybody you love around you. You get to have fun with your friends. You get to play. And you get to just love. And there's nobody that loves more than you. You have a big part. And I'm very proud of all that you've done. But you can't stay 5 forever. You can still grow up and still have fun. Okay? Yeah. You work hard. Love you. Come on, Nuzzler. Come give me a nuzzle. Yeah. This is my nuzzler. I have a cat. Can you fix your beautiful curls? Catherine. Sometimes being a twin is hard. I should know, because I'm a twin too. And sometimes I always felt like I was a pair. Like there's always Linda and Ida, Linda and Ida. But then I had to learn that I can still be a twin, but still be my own person and do anything that I want to do. And I want you to remember that as you go to the big school. You'll always have Christopher as your twin. But even if he's not right beside you in some things, you can just be Catherine, because Catherine is pretty awesome. Okay? And I'll miss your nuzzles. Anna. Another one of my babies when I had Anthony. I can't believe it that you are graduating from kindergarten. I know Mama can't believe it either. And Anthony, he's so proud of you. You know, she's a tiny package. She packs a wallop in this tiny package. I love it. So you keep being strong. You're going to have these people at the big school that are going to think you can't do something because you're small. You put your hands on your hips and you tell them, you just watch me. Okay? You show them. Because I see you put Anthony in this place. And you do it very well. I love you. Annabelle. Annabelle, we're all going to miss you, huh? But you are lucky. Look at everybody there with those blue caps. And look at that pretty lady with the colors on her dress. And look at me. And Mrs. Gosling and her too. You have 18 pen pals. Are you a movie star? Because you're going to have so many letters come to you all the time. But the one thing, no matter if you live in Virginia or Oregon, there's a heart inside there that is full of so much loving and wise words that you have a way to make everybody feel safe. You are a beautiful soul, and I'm going to miss you very much. That's for you. Miss Maya. Just like it's Charlie Bunker, to me it's Miss Maya. I know it's your mom too. Can I tell you a secret? I thought like Zach that you didn't like me for the longest time. And then there was one day on the playground, I was sitting on the bench and Maya plants herself on me and lays her head on my lap. And I said in my head, yes, I made it, yes. Thank you. You were always ready to learn from day one. And you were always very nicely ready to tell me if I made a mistake. I always appreciate it because I do make mistakes. So I want to thank you for that. And you go have a wonderful year at West Fire, okay? And with your Luna. Good job. Love you. Miss Elizabeth. You are hilarious. I have never met a 5-year-old with so much practicality. If things were going out of control on the playground, Elizabeth would just spread her arms out and say, what? Stop, guys. Get a grip. We've got to organize. And they would. She would say, hold it. This is not working. I didn't have to do anything. You keep realizing when things get out of control, there always needs to be someone who can settle things down and put things in perspective, and that's you. Okay? Now, you're the boss sometimes, but there's a way of being a good boss and a not good boss. And you've learned to be
A good boss.
a great boss. A great boss of Elizabeth. And I'm going to miss you. Will you come by and see me sometime?
Yeah, maybe I'll come by every day.
That'd be good. I could do it. Tommy Robinson. Come on, my Tommy. The other half of T-squared. Other half. Who looks so very handsome. Look at you. You just came to Holy Comforter this year. And I remember when your mommy was coming to see us last year to see if this was the spot for you. Do you think she picked a good spot for you? Are you happy with the spot she picked for you? Did you lose your voice? Well, where is it? If I ever needed to know anything about volcanoes or Pompeii or anything about animals, I would ask you. You know so much. Keep learning, keep researching, because I know when I hear about a famous scientist that it's going to be Tommy Robinson. You are going to be a famous scientist someday. Yeah, you got it covered, right? Piece of cake? Okay, piece of cake. This is for you, buddy. Christopher just informed me. Professor Roversi is here. So can she come up for a minute, please?
She's all the way in the back.
She's all the way in the back. What do we say? How do we say hello to Professor Roversi? Professor Roversi has volunteered her Friday mornings to be our Spanish teacher. And like Caroline said, what animal did she teach us about?
La guacamaya.
Love that. And it's, what is a guacamaya?
A parrot.
It's a parrot. Now you'll never forget it like we did. So we just have something to say thank you to you.
Thank you. I'm actually crying. Those are not mine.
It's what you told us a few minutes ago.
Thank you all so much. I'll put this up in my office and I'll think of you.
Well, you've always shown your love of your music by sharing your guitar and your love of God, so it was so.
We love two very special people at the school.
Should have planned this better.
So Miss Godfrey and Mrs. Redwood. And I know they miss us too. We have a gift for them.
Muscles. Christopher, come get this one. Give it to Mrs. Goss.
Boy, babe.
We love our parents the most. You take really good care of us and it means a lot. Thank you for being the best.
You guys ready? Parents, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for your love and your support. Vicki, stop it. For your love and your support and your smiles to drop off your children every day. Monday morning will be the hardest for me when I won't be able to go through that line and grab your babies, which then become my babies for a few hours. So I love you and I thank you, and it is my immense privilege and honor to present to you the graduates of Holy Comforter Kindergarten.